Will Harley's attempt to come back into the market and enter the sport bike market and the ADV market, will it work? Hello everybody, coming at you with all my might. It is Smite. How you guys doing today? I have several theories on how this is gonna go over, and these theories are based off of experience of riding and being around other bikers. Now right off the bat, Harley has a name, and they've had that name for as long as I can remember, and I'm 23, but I've been around motorcycles and I had a lot of exposure. Basically, from what I heard and what I've read up on and watching other videos, they are trying to go after a new audience. You know, not your typical biker cruiser dude, which they are after now. So they're trying to go after this new audience, and they're going after college kids, which are, you know, a little bit younger than me or my age, you know, high school graduates to college kids. And that's because, you know, Harley Davidson is premium prices. But here's the thing. Now we're gonna go after the ADV bike. I'm just questioning, you know, who in their right mind is going to buy a Harley Davidson ADV bike? I mean, sure, Harley's been around for a long time, but, you know, if you're coming into the game this late, I fail to see how they're going to even compete performance-wise with BMW, with KTM. You know, BMW, they're good, but they're not the greatest. You know, they don't have a lot of Dakar wins and everything like that. That title's held by KTM, you know. And the thing is KTM is ripping out these brand new bikes that are awesome, you know, pushing out incredible amounts of horsepower. Just curious to what Harley is gonna do. I mean, right off the bat, there's a lot of people that hate KTM's new headlight design, which I absolutely love. But then like Harley comes out, and what the heck is they thinking for their design? I don't know. But that's what I'm just saying, is like, when a company has been proven in that genre for years, I mean, in the last 5 years, there's been so much advancements in the ADV market on these bikes that are being tried and tested, and they're figuring out what's wrong, what's working, that they're just gonna jump in. I don't really know if they'll have a leg to stand on. And the other thing is obviously they're selling to a dying market with their brand. A lot of it's like the older, or the, you know, the quote-unquote bad boys, because that's what they've been branded for so long. With that being said, there's a lot of Harley riders that don't view other motorcycles as motorcycles. You know, they don't have any reputation. If you're not riding a Harley, you're not riding a motorcycle. Now granted, there are some people that view two wheels, one love, but there's not a lot. And I'm saying this from experience, because I have two different bikes that I've rode on the road. When I ride my wife's SV, you can wave at anybody and nobody will wave back, and because it looks like a sport bike. I can't see them changing the mindset. I know they're going after a new audience, but who's to say that they won't be killed by themselves? Now hear me out. They built this brand loyal audience for so long that when they introduced like the Buell and stuff like that, Harley fans didn't see that as a real bike. You know, oh, that's not a real Harley, that's a sport bike, that's not Harley. So they attacked their own company, if that makes sense. I mean, this was back when Buell was part, you know, and it was the whole thing, oh, it's American made. Now we're gonna not ride that boat, because it's assembled in America. They're not American made. You can argue, go ahead. I mean, at least I know my bike isn't American made, you know, and I'm not claiming that it is. So that's my theory. I think honestly that it's a good attempt to try to, and it's what they need to do, is reach a different market. But is their previous market going to kill off their new market? That's what I'm curious about, because I mean, there are a lot of Harley riders that that are stuck in that mentality. So it's hard to say what's going to happen. Now their whole theory about going after the younger audiences is so they don't have that mental image in their mind of the big bad bikers. You know, they're trying to make a new image in the younger minds. But like I said, the whole awesome thing about motorcycling is being in a family, and I like to view it as a family. You know, I wave to everybody, but then again, I'm just some I'm just some whack job on an ADV motorcycle. ADV riders are by far the craziest people you will ever meet, because they're just awesome. So by going at these people who don't have that burned image of the big bad biker in their mind, that's who they're trying to rebrand. But I'm just wondering if they're gonna get out there, and I guess if enough of the newer generation gets involved, that they make their own new groups, maybe Harley will survive from that, and maybe these new bikes can flourish. And I'm not gonna lie, their new street bike, it actually looks really cool. But, and then like I said, the brand burned image, I have that brand burned, it's burned into me, you know, just that mentality. I'm not a brand loyal person. I ride all different kinds of bikes. I mean, I'll ride any bike if I'm given the chance to. There's not a bike that I wouldn't ride, but I'm an opportunist. You know, I go for whatever bike is gonna suit my needs. I will not buy another BMW just based on the fact that it's a BMW. If it's gonna suit my needs better than a different bike, then by all means. I'm not brand loyal, and I have no idea where I was going with that. But that's my overall thoughts. I really want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Like I said, I think it's a good idea that they are trying to go after a different audience, because they're, I mean, let's face it, people are getting older, new generations are passing on. So is it gonna be enough for them to survive? I mean, I guess, is the current Harley generation going to attack the new Harley generation and kill it? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm really interested, and I'm trying to, you know, sit back and take an overall look at this. That's just my thoughts. I personally think that they will attack their new race. Their new race, they're gonna attack it. And I honestly think Harley's late in the game to the ADV. I think they should have done it a lot sooner. I think so. Time will tell when they comes out. I know KTM's gonna hit us with some big bikes, some nice new bikes in the next couple of years, with like the 390 Venture and the 790. So we'll see how these go over, and in 2020 we'll see how Harley will do. Like I said, I'm super curious, but is it too late? Will they save themselves? Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you think. Like I said, I'm not trying to attack anybody personally, but I'm just really trying to figure out what's gonna happen. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk at you guys later. God bless.